friends, it's Lori with Farmhouse Stencil Shop. Come on in. Let's do some crafting this evening. If you're catching this part of the video, you're probably watching the replay. You can just comment, let me know that you watched and where you were watching from. I would really appreciate that so much. Okay, I have this can. It's not, I haven't even measured it. It's not small though. It's like, it's about 7 inches tall, so it's not tiny. But I picked it up at a thrift shop. I thought it was cute. I thought it had potential. I took the little knob off the top of it because we're going to paint it. Although this is a really good color. So I was thinking if I can kind of, you know, find a color that matches that, I might not have to paint this knob. Hey, Pam. Hey, Sandy. And there's Shelby with Red Brick Home Crafts. Thank you, Shelby. I got it cut last week. Hey, Sandy. Thank you. Hi, Teresa. So what I'm going to do is paint it with some Waverly Cashew. And I actually like this little band of red here and here. So I'm going to try to not paint those. Hi, Karen. How are you tonight? Hey, Diane. And I see that I am live on YouTube, but for some reason I can't get it to pull up on my screen here on my iPad. And I was going to try to make sure I could look at comments there, and I absolutely don't know what's going on because I can't. And there, I just found it, I think. Okay, good deal. My goodness. Okay, so I'm going to use a foam brush for this and just some Waverly Cashew. And start painting this color then. Hey, Griselda. Hi, Penny. Welcome in, you guys. Hi, Marcia. There's Sandy's Country Crafts. Welcome. I really have no clue about my YouTube. Sometimes I just want to just forget about it. But I don't know. I always have issues over there. I do see some comments up on my phone. I do see you saying something, but I can't tell what your name is. But hello there, watching on YouTube. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to get, see, this is a different color. It actually is. I'm going to try, I wanted to use the foam brush, but I'm going to get around the edges with a regular brush at first because I don't want to get on that rim there. Let's see if I can get it close without getting it all over the red. I really didn't want to paint that red edge. So I've had a pretty good week. Thanks for sprinkling, you guys. I appreciate you. The Treasure Trunk by Kimmy. Hello. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome in. Hey, Linda. Hey, Leah. There's Leah with Make All the Things with Me. Oh, gosh. This might have not been the best idea. So this little can said quarters. It had some nasty little stickers on it when I bought it, and I couldn't tell what it said, and I really was examining it, and it said quarters. Hey, Michelle. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I was thinking, man, I'd like to have a can this large full of quarters. But I was able to get it off, and then I scrubbed it, and then I sanded this little can with my sander, just hoping that the chalk paint would stick to it. If I get a little bit down here, it'll be okay. I have a stencil I'm going to use on it, and I think you guys will like it. I think it'll be really cute. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Hey, Louise. I miss you too. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. Anyways, this little can is cute though. I'm going to try to prim it up a little bit tonight. The Robin's Nest by Terry. Hello. Thank you for being here. Has everyone had a wonderful week? It's a new week now, so. I have to tell you guys, a couple weeks ago, I made those cookie mixes, and I had a couple left over that I didn't give away that I had sitting on my counter, so I decided to make them myself. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you've ever made those cookie mix things, please tell me if you knew this was going to happen. But the brown sugar will dry hard as a rock. It was ridiculous. So I had to chisel the brown sugar out of the jar And it was not old. It's something about the air getting to the brown sugar. If you guys knew that was going to happen to me, let me know in the comments, because that was the first time I ever made those cookie mixes, and they were really cute. But I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to tell the people that I gave them to, make sure that you like, I had to tell them, melt a little bit of butter and put into your jar to get that brown sugar out. I couldn't believe it. I tried my, I had my grandmother's my great grandmother's meat tenderizer, and I tried to like take a knife and, oh my gosh, I tried to chisel out the brown sugar. It was ridiculous. But I finally got it out. Hey, Sue. Hey, Maria. Have you guys ever made those cookie mixes though? Let me know in the comments. It was crazy. But the cookies turned out really, really well. So if you ever make those, this is what I would do. I would put the brown sugar in a little baggie and then stick it down in the jar. I don't care what it looks like. That was a disaster. Hey, Lisa's Crafting Closet. Hello. Come on in, my friend. So these cans will heat up pretty fast. I'm going to help it along with the drying there. I'm going to set that one to the side and work on the lid here. If that's a possibility, why would they include it in the jar? I don't know. I don't know. It was terrible. I was just following her recipe too. I think it would be great though to put it in a little baggie. I think it would work out fine. But it was just like it really like the air getting to the brown sugar. It's horrible. I've only given them away, never made them myself. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. Hey, Tanya. So you didn't make them yourself, you just gave them away. So did you like buy them from somebody? So now you guys know, I mean, make sure that, I mean, it was terrible. So I let everybody know, hey, melt a little bit of butter, and then I was able to get it out of the jar, okay? So it was all right, but terrible at the same time. But now I know. But my daughter, I gave her the one that was like the muffin mix, and I don't think it had any brown sugar. I feel like it didn't. She didn't say she had any problems with hers. Somebody from Canada. Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Welcome. Oops. I keep losing the comment I was trying to read. Hang on. I'm looking for it. Create with Cindy Creations. Hello. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Gabby. There it is. When your brown sugar, do that. Put a piece of apple in your bag of sugar and it won't get hard. Oh, no, Gabby. My brown sugar was not hard. It was when I put it in with a cookie mix. I was making cookie mix. And, to give away at Christmas time. So it was terrible. You'd think the recipe would have warned you. I didn't see anything, and I looked at like at the beginning of her cookbook and stuff. She had all of the tips and stuff that you need, and I didn't see anything in there about that, or I would have done something. But she said put it right in the jar and pack it in super good. So I packed it in. Hey, Gwen. And it was definitely packed in there. But I know that she had me putting the cookie mix, like the flour in first. And I was like, why? Or no, I'm sorry, the flour in last. And I couldn't figure out why. But then I figured out, because I tried it the other way, and the flour fills up the jar so much that you can't pack the flour down. So I get why she said to put the flour in last. But oh my gosh, it was a fun live. I like doing that. But it was a challenge for sure to get that brown sugar out. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Val from South Dakota. You received a store-bought one for Christmas 1 year. Everything inside was fine. Well, that's good. I wonder if they separated the brown sugar some way. Hey, Anne. Hi, Chris. Okay, so back to this can here. What I'm going to do now, I think I need more paint on it, honestly, but what I'll do is, because I got the first layer on there, I'm going to take a little bit more and just dab it on with like a sponge. If I could get some of it out here. Come on, paint. So we have a YouTube live event coming up next Saturday. It's probably way too much paint there. Starts at 1:15 Central. I know that's a weird time, but we were trying to schedule it where everybody could participate and stuff, all of the creators. So we have 10 creators, and we're just going to do like a page hop. I'm just going to do a page hop on YouTube. It's going to be fun. Hey, Shelly. Welcome, my friend. So this did say quarters on the can, but it is covered up really well now. I don't see it at all. I sanded it a little bit. I used rubbing alcohol, had like stickers of some sort on there. I'm not going to paint all the way up to the top. I'm just going to leave this rim so we can put the lid back on it. Thank you, Tina. Are we talking about your Christmas cookie jars? Yes, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about how the brown sugar stuck in the jars. It was a crazy disaster. Thank you, Leah. Thanks for sharing my YouTube channel. I appreciate that. I'll be starting us off. So that's a good place to start, is my channel, and then I can direct everybody from there. I have a flyer that I'll share as well. So what I'm wanting to do is, once I get to stenciling on this, when I'm finished, I'm kind of wanting to stain over it with regular stain. That's my plan anyways. So I'll see if that's going to work out. I got way too much paint there. It's about time for a new cashew paint anyways. Hey, Monetta. I'm so glad you're here. I think I'm almost all the way around the can. I have a lot of projects in mind I want to do, but my surgery for knee replacement is going to have me down for a little while. Well, I certainly hope that your surgery goes well for you, Anne. Hey, Lori. Hey, Janet. Hey, Dorothy. And there's Just Simply Crafting. Joanne, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Dinah. Welcome in. Okay, I think that's good. I think it's good. You guys, I was kind of in like a crafting funk tonight, or this week. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do tonight. My mind was drawing a blank. So I was like, you know what, I'll just come on and chat with them and paint this little can. So, hey, Diane from Iowa. You guys, I put a sweater on because I was cold. I've been cold all day because it feels like winter finally here. And I already took it off. I took it off as soon as I started. Whew. I crafted my rotator cuff surgery, or you crafted after your rotator cuff surgery. Okay. Hopefully this is good. Let me show you this stencil. It's really cute. I gotta find something to put it on so you guys can see it. So I already have it on my website, but it's totally up to you guys, but I wanted to show it to you anyway. So this is, I threw it together like this because it's a set. Okay. So we have the larger country heart is like 4.5 inches. And then I have made some border because you guys know I like to put that border on stuff. I did make a little border there that I'm going to use this evening. And then just for fun, I threw in some extra little, a little heart and then a couple little stars. And then down here at the bottom, did I have it backwards? Yes, I do. I put faith, family, and friends just for fun. I don't know that I'll use those tonight, but I added them to the stencil because I wanted to put something else on there to take up space on this stencil. So we have some cute things going on. Thank you so much. Yep, I got my hair cut a couple, well, it's been, what was it, last week? I don't even know what day it was. Okay, I'm going to start with this. Do I want to put the border on the can first or the heart? I think I'm going to put the border on first. So I'm just going to start going around the bottom of the can. I'm going to do it in black, I think. Hey, Marcia. Hi, Gail. Okay, so we're going to stencil this on. I'm about out of black paint. And I think I'll just start back here in the seam. And what I'm going to do is get a little bit of tape to help me out because I usually just hold them down, but I'm going to need a little bit of tape. Otherwise, this will be moving on me. I wanted to do this around the lid as well, but I don't know if it's going to fit. We're going to have to see. Hey, Mother. Hey, Sue. Thanks, Dorothy. I think it's kind of cute. Of course, we'll have to move it around a couple of times. I hope you guys love it. I'm hoping it's going to turn out cute. I usually just paint these on, but I thought, no, I'm gonna try making a little stencil here and stenciling them on. Of course, the can is going to roll around on me. We'll get it. All right. I'm brave to do a stencil on this. Hey, Carol. Welcome in, my friend. I don't think it'll be that hard. If I get it on here crooked, it's probably just my eye. I always say that. I think I have a crooked eye. It's quite easy. I think it's going to turn out cute. We're just playing around tonight and seeing how this is going to look. So I did thrift this can. My daughter goes to this thrift store in the town that she lives in, and she kept talking about it. So I told my husband the other day, I said, I want to go check this thrift shop out. And then I found this little can there. And I found a couple of other little things. I found this for only $1. I was like, I'll take it. It's cute. It's also like dropping glitter, a little bit of glitter. It's got a little bit of glitter on it. And then this. I thought this was cute. I thought this would make a really cute little primitive light. So I grabbed a couple of things. The Crafted Huckleberry, welcome. You need a bag of beans to support your can. I do. Okay, let me show you what this is going to look like. Sweet, huh? So make sure that that is dry so I can move that stencil over and keep going around. Hey, Barbara. That's okay. I'm taking a long time, obviously. So you're fine. You're fine. It was some great finds. I love going to thrift shops. So what I'm doing is just moving the stencil down, and I'm going to cover over the last two. If you see what I'm doing, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So how I'm lining up my stencil is I'm going to cover over these last two squares with the first two squares in the stencil. So that way I can make sure that I'm right on track here. And then just come back around and tape it over here and keep going. Hey, Roxy. Hi, Gwen. Thank you for sprinkling. Where was this thrift store at? It was in St. James, Missouri. It was called the Caring Center, St. James Caring Center. You love the floral sphere. Is that what it's called? I didn't know what it was called. I kept calling it like a topiary top or something. But that sounds right. Dana's got it. I need some more black paint here. The name of the paint that I'm using Waverly. I used Waverly Cashew, and then I'm using just black flat acrylic paint for this part. I have fun thrifting, that's for sure. Okay, let's pull this off. I think that looks cute. I have a little bit more I gotta do, but I have to dry it again. That's a lot faster than painting them by hand, but I usually just paint them on by hand because you can do that too. You just have to mark off and put your painter's tape down, and then you have to find the center, and then you just take a little flat paintbrush and just paint them on by hand. I meant to grab another project where I painted them by hand, and I don't think I have it in here. Similar to these little checkered pattern. Okay. All right, we got a little bit more here. I really don't know how I'm going to make this work around the lid, but I want to. We're going to try it. I thought about cutting the stencil to make it work, but okay. So there's how the back looks around the seam. So not too bad. We got it. What do you guys think? I think that looks cute. Thank you, my playful cottage. Thanks. I appreciate that. It is nice to get a fresh haircut once in a while. Estate sales are the best. I always get sad. Does anybody else do that when you go to estate sales? It makes me sad. It makes me think somebody's like grandma and grandpa stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is terrible. Okay, so I'm going to put this over to the side and see if I can do the same. Now, it might be easier if you washed your stencil at this point. Let's see, where can we start? There's a flaw in the back of my lid here a little bit, so maybe I can start back here. This is going to be tough. Just bear with me. Hey, Lori. You like the black with the red, Diane? I'm hoping I don't have to paint over that red because I do like the that red. This is going to be tough right here, though. I'm going to try to get it on there. I did think about cutting this stencil because I don't know how to make this one work exactly here. Maybe if I just hold it right there. Oh boy. Let me play with this for a second. I don't know, it might not look very perfect, but I might have to just do a little bit at a time. I've got this tape stuck over here. All right, let me just try a little bit at a time. If it's a mess, it was just a thrift shop can and I'm just playing. Hey, Janelle. Love the hair. Love the hair. What is the cut called? I have no idea. I gave her a picture and I know that they can never make it look like the picture, but I was like, I just want it short, but I want it long enough to still be able to tuck behind my ears. So I don't know if it's called anything, but that's what I told her anyways. You get sad, makes me feel out of place, like I'm imposing upon a family during a hard time. I do like to dig around once I get past the sadness, but estate sales are not my favorite for sure. Let me lift this up because I'm not sure I'm getting this on straight. Oh boy, it's a little off on the lid, but I'm doing the best I can considering. The lid might look a little wonky. I might be way off on the lid, actually. All right, we're just gonna keep putting some designs on here and hoping for the best. Oh my gosh, stay. If I could keep the stencil in one spot, it's definitely moving around on me. Yeah. It's okay. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, but it's okay. We'll keep moving on. It might be called a bob. Could be. My friend is the one that does the estate sales in my area. Always get to go a day early. Oh, well, that sounds fun. Hey, Leah, are you still on here? I don't know if Leah's on here. I was wondering if my YouTube is looping. I can't tell what's going on with it. Great. If I could get the stencil to hold still, then I can do this, but trying to hold it, it's kind of tricky. Yes, it is looping over there. I don't know what it's doing. It's very strange. Okay, it's not looping. It's fine. Interesting. All right. It moved, you guys. It'll be all right, though. We're just going to keep going. If I have to touch it up with a paintbrush, I will touch it up with a paintbrush. It don't look too bad, though. It kind of got a little messy right there in that one spot, but it's not too bad. All right, so I got a little bit more. You were watching the game. Yep, I'm usually on at the same time the football games are. I have a little bit more here. Maybe I'll do this. Okay. For this last section, I'll do a few and move it down and then do a few more. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you how hard it is to hold this in place. It's definitely difficult. It's not staying. We'll get it. Who said I was brave for doing this? Tell you what, you just gotta do what you gotta do. YouTube is frozen. You know what? I'm not even gonna mess with it because I don't know what is going on with it. It's been good on YouTube, but I was having to use the StreamYard, and then all of a sudden I didn't have to use StreamYard anymore, and now it looks like I might have to use StreamYard again, so that's a little aggravating, but it is what it is. Okay. That's going to be the back of my can because it's a little bit off right there, but it's not bad. It kind of looks like a racing can or something now, don't it? But it's not going to. It's going to be cute. So we're done with the hard part. That was the hard part. Yes, I make my stencils. That's right. My website is farmhousestencilshop.com. All right, so I'm going to put this big 4 1/4 inch heart on the front of my can here. And tape it in place. And then I'm going to use Heritage Brick as the color I picked because I feel like it looks like it's pretty close to this little knob. And I was going to try to not have to paint that knob again. What contour do you use under your eyes? You don't have to say if you don't want. I actually don't, I don't use any contour. My cheeks are probably really flustered, actually. I have some eyeshadow on, but I don't use any contour. I actually got some that's coming that I got off TikTok shop and I was going to try it. But I'm not a big makeup person, so I need this big makeup wedge though. I use makeup sponges for stenciling, but I don't do too much makeup. But I wear eye makeup. But no contour. But I do have, it's probably a little bit of eyeshadow that kind of fell down there. So I'm not even good at doing makeup. I just, I need to watch some tutorials on makeup, honestly. Because I'm probably getting to that age where I should be wearing makeup. But I don't wear very much, just mainly eye makeup. Thanks, Pam. You're very sweet. I'm hoping that this is going to turn out okay. I was going to, I think I might just leave the heart plain and not put any words on it. Just do the heart and maybe do a little bit of shading. But my dilemma is, if I do the shading, is the stain going to cover the shading? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's on a loop over there. Well, I just ended it on YouTube, unfortunately. So I might have to go back to using the StreamYard because I never had a problem when I used StreamYard. So you just need something under your eyes. I hear you. A lot of times I struggle with like dark circles and I'm just not good with makeup. And I mean, just being honest, I struggle with that and bags and all that. But just is what it is. Okay. So let's pull this off. Isn't that a cute heart? A cute country heart? Have you ever tried using a setting powder? My daughter used to do like watch makeup tutorials and she got really good at makeup, but she never showed me how. She didn't show me how to do it. Oh, you're very sweet, Vicky. Ipsy is a good product to use for contour. Oops. Thanks, Lisa. This color of this paint was Heritage Brick. Let me show you the, I think it's the, yeah, it's the Deco Art Heritage Brick. It's just this little one. I don't know if they still have these at Hobby Lobby. Did they decide to start selling this paint anymore? I don't know. This is Heritage Brick, though, is the color that I used. Because I thought it would go good with the little knob. and I didn't want to paint that red. Okay, so now I'm going to take, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm going to take this coffee bean. No, it's not coffee bean, it's chocolate bar. And I'm going to use a little bit of it. I think it'll be good. And I need a little bit of water. Is there an unwanted visitor? Wait a second. Okay, I think I got him. I think I got him. I don't like that stuff. Never reply to, look at me shaking water. I'm shaking my water, you guys. Never ever reply to the people that like come on and say, oh, you remind me of my mother or something like that. They say crazy stuff and they try to, you know, they're spammers, they're scammers, whatever, and they try to get people to respond to them and message them and stuff like that. Just never, ever, ever. My Hobby Lobby has not had any for a while, so I get mine at Michael's. Oh, okay, the Deco Art paint. I don't have a Michael's nearby, and I haven't bought any Deco Art lately, so... Okay, so what my plan was, I don't know how this will work on the top, but I was going to try to shade around. I'm going to start in the back here, because I don't want to screw it up. So I'm going to get my brush wet, and I like to use an angle brush for this. And I'm going to get a little bit of this paint on the tip of my brush. I hope that this paint's going to look great because I don't know if I should have used. Let's get some more water here. Maybe I should have used a different color brown. So what I'm doing is trying to just shade around the bottom of the can. Can you see that? And I feel like that the color I picked is too red. So I'm going to switch to a different color. And I'm still on the back of the can, so I can do that. I thought that the chocolate bar was going to work, but it looks too red to me. The bad thing is they then contact your messenger. Isn't that terrible? Yeah. Don't ever respond to them, ever. Just ignore. I try to block them. I try to go on when I see that they've done that, and I try to delete their comments and block them. Okay, I switched to burnt umber. Let's see if this looks better. I swear, burnt umber is just the better color to use. It just is. You see what I'm doing there? So I'm going to work my way around the can. I'm glad you guys are talking beauty products because I'll have to go back and read what you're saying. Hey Della, that's okay. Welcome in. Excuse me, I try to do this every time that I get a chance because I need to practice. You love the heart? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not perfect, but I don't know how to do it up here though. I'm trying to think if maybe I should just do it right under the can lid because this needs to be covered better. I haven't decided. Maybe I should have painted up there further. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna go back to this because I can see the white where I don't want white. Oh, I got plenty over here. I forgot I had some over here. Let me just paint a little higher on this can here. You need to learn to flow it. I just try to do it every chance I get. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this up here because you can see the white line a little bit too much. So it'll be all right. All I can say is just practice it. Some things look better than others. That's for sure. I'm really not knowing how to do it on the lid though. I don't know what I should do. Okay, so I'm gonna set that to the side. I think I actually, while I have this here, let me go inside the heart too. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel like I need to put some on the inside of the heart. Shouldn't be too difficult to do the inside of the heart. It's actually easier to do the heart than around the edge of the can. See the heart? You think it looks good, Deb? I'm sure I'll get my hand in paint where I don't need it to be. Should I try to stain it though, you guys? I don't really know. Or just wax it or something? What do you guys think? I'm all for staining stuff though too. Thank you, Marianne. Oh, I know. Tracy is amazing. I know it. She is. It's not bad. Your hand would be shaking. I kind of like it. I think it's cute. I'm definitely getting paint where I don't need paint. I can't decide. I kind of like the light color of the bucket, but I'm going to try to, maybe I will leave the light color of the bucket instead of staining it, because then all that shading won't be, you won't be able to see it. But I think I need to put some of this around the bottom, and then I got to figure out the lid too. So let me see here. Let's start back here. And I'm just gonna, add the shading around the bottom just because. Okay, see what I'm doing? So I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be kind of shaded on both sides. So, and I'm not very good at this, honestly, you guys. I'm still pretty new to doing this stuff, but it's fun. I like the way it looks. And even if it's not too perfect, it's all right. I know that eventually I'll get better at it the more I try. So I'm giving myself a pep talk here. You think I should stain it, Kim? I'm wondering if I stain it though, if all my shading is for nothing, you know what I mean? It actually doesn't look too bad. Just kind of going around the edges. I know I'm not doing it correctly, but it's not too bad. It's not horrible. What do you guys think so far? Be honest. Be brutally honest. The top of my heart needed a little bit more. Okay, I gotta do something with this. Oh, I like what you said there. Not being perfect just means it was made from your hands and heart. That's so sweet. Speckle it. Who said speckle it? Kim said speckle it. What color should I speckle it with, Kim? What do you think? That's a good idea. I could totally speckle it. Tell me your opinion, you guys. What color should I speckle it with? I can throw some paint all over this thing. I gotta do something with the lid here. You love it, Stephanie? Thank you. Thanks, Dorothy. I appreciate that. Hey, Tona Joe. I'm trying to read your name and it went up. Shoebox Crafty Creations. The color of the heart. Speckle it with the color of the heart. Splatter it with dark brown. Lori says red. I kind of like the idea of speckling it with the color of the heart. Splatter it with dark brown. So have you guys heard about them monkeys that are loose in St. Louis? Burnt umber on the light and put light on the heart. That's a challenge. I might be able to do that. I had to think for a second. So there's monkeys loose in St. Louis. I thought that was kind of funny, but I sure wouldn't want to run into any of them. You know what I mean? Okay, so this doesn't look too bad. The lid looks all right, but I think if I speckle too, I'm just gonna kind of, I think that looks okay. So what I can do is, well, shoot, if I want to speckle, I can definitely speckle on the heart lighter, but I don't know how I would keep it off the heart to speckle. Okay, anybody got any? Okay, I got an idea. Did my video end? Am I still here? All of a sudden my screen like blanked out. You guys gotta stay with me. I'm still here, you guys. What the heck? Really? Okay, I'm back. I don't know what in the heck was going on there. Okay, so I have an idea. I think this will probably work, maybe. Okay. All right, you're still here? I'm glad you're still here. I don't know what the heck happened. All right, so I'm gonna cut this heart out and tape it over my heart. And then I can speckle on the can without getting it on the heart. And then I'll speckle the heart a different color. Does that make sense? Sorry guys, I'm looking down. Probably those monkeys. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go with the speckling idea and speckle the red on the can then. That sounds like a good idea. Let's get a little bit more of this red here. Nope, that was the wrong red. I don't think it would really matter though, because that coffee or that chocolate bar actually looked red. All right, let me grab a little brush. Thanks, Tracy. I was just trying to think, how can I do this and not get it all over the heart if I'm going to be painting? I need more water. I tell you what, I'm not the best at speckling either. All right, here we go. Let's do the lid. I don't want them to be too big. I feel like they're not even speckling now. Come on, there we go. There we go. I need to move that to the side. It took you 4 tries to go live today, Cindy? I got too much paint going on here. I don't know what's going on. All right. I might have to stand up. Maybe not. Maybe. That's cute. Go back this way. I don't want to smear my little dots, you guys. That's the only bad thing. Okay, I gotta stop for a second because I'm gonna have to dry it. See what we got going on? Toothbrush works very well for speckling. Add water to the brush, then paint dab it off and flip your thumb. I've not tried that before. I do not have any toothbrushes handy to do that, but I will definitely have to try that sometime. I heard that that works good. My can wants to roll. Literally not splattering anything, you guys. Come on. Okay, there we go. I'm a little bit nervous about doing the heart now because my splatters are all over the place. The toothbrush is messy. This is kind of messy too. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to put the stencil back over the heart and get some. What if I just, would it be weird to just use the little tool and just dab, like make little dots on the heart? You know what I mean? What do you guys think about that? Would that be weird? I'm almost done here. This was just one of those winging it nights, you guys. I like to try different little painting techniques though and stuff, so it's been fun. I'm trying to get my can to stop rolling on me. Stop rolling. Part of me wants to stain it anyways. I don't know. Stop, Deb. Deb uses her husband's toothbrush. You're funny. Your fingers will get messy. I think that's cute. I don't know. Part of me wants to still stain the thing. Let's pull this back off. Use the same color as the base on the heart. That's the color I sprinkled. What do you guys think? I mean, use the same color as the base on the heart. What do you, that was this color that I sprinkled. What do you mean? Do I want it to look uniform? I don't know. Yes, stain it. Let's stain it then. Why not? We already played with the floating. I don't know. It might, I don't know. It might make it look gorgeous, you guys. Let's get some stain. Let's do it anyways. If the shading still shows up, wonderful. If it don't, it'll still look cute with the stain. All right, so I'm going to use the Early American. Let's use the Early American. Cashew on the heart, she means. Okay, well, I was thinking, I didn't know how I would flick it on the heart. I mean, I could definitely put the stencil back over it, and that would protect it. So, I mean, I could maybe try that. I was a little bit afraid that it might get, okay, let's try it. We'll just try it, and then we'll stain it too. Why not? I didn't know if the sprinkles would get out of control anyways, but if I put the stencil back over it, it might protect the sprinkles. I don't know. But if we're using this color, why would it matter, right? Good grief, right? I don't know. It might not even matter, but I'm going to put the stencil back on it. Let me get a drink of water. Wait, you guys said leave the heart? Leave the heart, you guys? Then let's leave the heart. Let's not even do this. I like the heart. I just want to do whatever you guys want to do. Let's stain it, though. Let's stain it. Let's go for it. I got to have my gloves. They're over here. All right. Let's stain this baby. Excuse me. All right. I think it'll probably look cute, hopefully. So we're going to use the Early American stain so it's not as dark. I need another drink of water. We'll try the lid first. Did I get this dry? Seriously, if you don't get those little paint splatters dry, you'll smear them. All right, here we go. Just got to get it wiped back off pretty good. You know what? I think we're still going to be able to see the shading. I need to get, hang on a second. I need something else. I need a little bit more than that right there. That rag was a little bit too wet or something. I want you to be able to see fingerprints, or like the glove prints, let's just say. It really didn't change it too much. I mean, it did, but it didn't. So I think it'll be all right. I still have to put that little knob on there. Let's do that really quick. Where's my, I had a little screwdriver someplace. I'm not sure what I did with it. Dang it. When you have everything out, right, oh, there it is, right in front of me. Okay, there we go. The little knob on the top. It's just held in with a little bitty screw. Good grief. I'll get it eventually. I can get it started. I think somebody put it on a little crooked in the first place. Thank you. I'm showing you all the techniques. That's right. All right. So we got the little lid on. You do have to wipe that stain off pretty good though, so it'll dry. I think it's going to be cute. There's our little lid. All right. So let's tackle this. Go back to this rag here. You know what? I didn't paint the bottom of the can. I'm not even going to worry about it. I didn't even paint it. I will have to leave the lid off for it to dry though, but I'll put it back on tonight and then take it off until it dries. Ooh, look. It's looking pretty. Oh my gosh, it's looking pretty. You guys see how pretty it's looking? I love it, you guys. I don't know why I get afraid of stain sometimes, because I've used stain on things for years, and stain always makes things look better. It just does. It just makes it look better. Thank you, Kim, or whoever it was that taught me. I think it was Kim that said to stain it. Whoever taught me into staining it. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to the other rag and try to wipe some of this off a little bit. That's pretty, you guys. I love it. I didn't know you could stain metal. You can stain over just about, you can stain a lot of stuff over the paint, as long as you painted it first, because then it's basically just sticking to that chalk paint. So it works out. Just stain the bottom of the can. I don't know if it'll, yeah, I might be able to do that. That paint down there is really smooth. I might be able to do that. Let me see if that'll work. That's cute, you guys. I like it a lot. Let's try it. First of all, let me grab this sander. Just kind of scratch the bottom. I think it'll be all right. Hey, it's working. Good idea. Good idea. I think it'll be just fine. Can't even tell that I didn't really paint the bottom. It's a little bit lighter, but nobody's gonna look at the bottom anyways. All right. Hey friends, my video cut off. So I don't know what happened to my connection, but here's my finished product. And I think it just turned out really sweet and adorable. And I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you. Have a good night.